Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Cryptic Commander. I am one of your hosts, John Nose. We had a bit of a technical difficulty with this episode of the podcast. In a nutshell, we recorded the whole thing, and then I lost the first half of it. There was a reason behind it. When I went to go shut down the meeting, I recorded it and put it into a file, and then I guess I changed the name of the file. I can't find it. And then the other one, I put it in the right file. So it's my fault. I do apologize. I will go further by saying that Peddler is on the show and Austin is on the show. So the second half, you'll hear us coming in because you'll see that the whole situation had happened. And one of us even acknowledges there was a technical difficulty. So again, we don't want to compromise the quality of the podcast. And I feel that we owe it to you to release this episode. So without further ado, I will cover the first half of the episode. When I go to a commercial break, just know that when it comes back, it will be all three of us on the episode. Page 1. We are now sponsored by North Valley Games. We're really happy to announce this. North Valley Games is a brick and mortar that buys Magic the Gathering singles, and also sells Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product. They sell many other products and games and pieces for those games and accessories. We'll get further into that later, but we are happy to announce that we're proudly sponsored by North Valley Games. You can even simply go over to northvalleygames.com, and if you're buying, if you're shopping for singles and sealed product, you can get 10% off with our promo code TCC2021. So it stands for The Cryptic Commander 2021. Saves you 10% off your purchase. It also kicks back to helping out and supporting the podcast. That's a big benefit. We're so happy over here. And thank you, JJ, the head honcho of North Valley Games. Well, we're thinking about having a little jingle. We mentioned it in the podcast earlier when Peddler was on the first half, that he's even thinking about writing a little jingle, North Valley Games. Okay, getting over to page 2. I myself, John, have started doing a Twitch stream. So this is Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Last Monday, again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but last Monday I started Twitch streaming, and I'm having a blast. I'm doing arena, ranking up, and we have on Fridays is Fan Friday, where I will play against the fans. Right now, of this recording, there are 18 followers. So there'll be an announcement here in 1 second about Magic the Gathering arena codes. Come on, check us out over here. We'll give you some Magic the Gathering arena codes. That's should be the only reason you're coming over, but we are doing a bunch of giveaways. Page 3, card of the week. This week's card of the week is Teferi, Master of Time, Planeswalker. Well, legendary Planeswalker, Teferi. 2 blue, 2 colorless. He's got a static ability. You may activate loyalty counters of Teferi, Master of Time, on any player's turn. Anytime you can cast an instant, which is great for Commander games. +1 to the loyalty. Well, it starts off with 3 loyalty. +1 loyalty. Draw a card, then discard a card. -3 to the loyalty. Target creature you don't control phases out. In parentheses, treat it and anything attached to it as though they don't exist until its controller's next turn. -10 loyalty. Take 2 extra turns after this one. There was a discussion between all three of us with this card. The simple fact that it's just great and modern. Austin went to go explain that he's got Mystic Sanctuary, the land, and it just keeps bringing back Cryptic Command. Pretty fun stuff. And it's the first Planeswalker to ever use its abilities on anybody's turn as an instant. So, talking about fun times in Commander, right? Listeners' questions. Okay, so there are 3 listeners' questions. And because we did lose the recording on this, we will go ahead and circle back to these listener questions. I know it's a little long overdue on 2 of them, but we do ask you guys, please bear with us on this. I will write down on a post-it or something and me and Austin and whoever's going to be on the next episode will definitely touch base on these. Earlier on page 2, we mentioned that I'm doing Twitch. We're getting a delivery this Monday, a big box. So there's going to be pre-constructed commander decks. There's going to be, packs, bundle packs, deck boxes, sleeves. There's going to be a bunch of stuff that we're going to be able to give away for the podcast and I believe YouTube. But I do know that we've got a bunch of stuff coming here, guys, that we're going to be able to give away for free. I'll be doing Twitch streaming, like I mentioned earlier. And our sponsor, I'm so blessed, and we're all so blessed that they gave us some Magic the Gathering arena codes to give out to you guys for the Twitch stream. So again, it's another reason to come join us. It's the Cryptic Commander, one word, no spaces, over on Twitch. Come over there, man. We have a blast. On Fridays, I play against the fans, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I rank up. Number 6 is Cryptic Studios announces Magic Legends, which is a PC game, March 23rd, open beta. They classify it as an online action RPG, not to be confused with an MMORPG. So my guess, because it's March 23rd when I'll be able to get my hands on it, is it's an online action RPG, like what they say, that maybe I'm just not interacting with other players. So there's probably just not the multiplayer part of it. That's just my guess. Number 7, page 7, we did touch base on the turn 2 Ugin shenanigans that are going around. Peddler had, pronounced that it whiffs a lot. He doesn't see a problem go against it because the decks he's using are just, smashing that kind of play style. I laughed a lot about it because, I had mentioned earlier with Austin, this is what I'm going to be playing with. And I kind of changed my mind. I'm still sticking with blue. I did drink an energy drink, and this is after the podcast, so in post-production. So I do apologize if I'm going too fast. I'm just trying to cover everything so we can get to the later half of the episode for you guys. But yeah, the turn 2 shenanigans about Ugin, there's Austin was amazed that I got it right. I said, "Hey man, what do you think?" And he's like, well, "We can counter our own spell turn 2, but what do we break it with?" And then I didn't think about Ugin and all the rest of the stuff that cost high stuff. I mean, we thought maybe 48 lands or something. That's what we were thinking. Regardless, page 8, Black is Magic, Secret Lair, proudly supporting Black Girls Code. You can learn more about this at Daily MTG. We didn't know much about it except for the fact that right now they have Ponder, an alternative artwork, and a different card. I can't remember the name of it right now. But there will be more info next week on the podcast. As I'm told, there's 2 more dates they're going to release more cards for this, more info, and there's 9 cards total. So we'll know more about the Secret Lair, and we're going to go to a commercial right now, and then when we come back, it'll be all 3 of us. I just can't apologize enough that it's my fault. I somehow lost the first half of the show. I do believe it was just putting it in the wrong folder. And there's so much going on behind the scenes, guys. Again, I appreciate you bearing with me. I know it's not an exact science, So, again, we're going to go to a commercial break. Sorry about the confusion. Thank you for bearing with me. And I'll see you on the second half of this in 1 second.